to need chicken breast. You're going to need mushrooms. They can be whole mushrooms or they can be the sliced. You're going to need all-purpose flour, bacon, sour cream, Alfredo sauce, salt and pepper. If you don't have Alfredo sauce and mushrooms, you can do cream of mushroom soup, but I am going to improvise and do Alfredo sauce and mushrooms. You will need a skillet, a crock pot that is preset on high, a wooden spoon, tongs, a medium mixing bowl, a cutting board and knife, a whisk or fork. I went and cut the 2 chicken breasts, they're boneless, into 3 individual pieces for each chicken breast. So if yours are frozen, make sure you get a knife that has ridges on it. I don't know if you can see that, but make sure you get a knife that has ridges on it so that it would be easier to cut. For however many slices of chicken that you have, since I have 6, you're going to want to put bacon into your saucepan. Right now my saucepan can only fit 4, but I will be cooking 6 pieces of bacon. I am using original, but you can use hickory smoked or I think they have like Black Forest or any spice one that you want to add a little bit of flavor. But I am going to go ahead and cook this. You're not going to cook it all the way like I said, so I would say about 2 minutes or less on each side because you will be cooking it for hours in the crock pot. I set my bacon on a plate. You can put a paper towel underneath to catch all the grease, but I am out of paper towels right now, so I am just going to have these sit on the plate until they cool off while I cook the other 2 pieces so I can wrap them around the chicken. And these are done. While I have this bacon here cooling off, I am just going to say that baking the bacon before you put it in the crock pot is optional. The reason why I cooked mine was because my chicken came out of the freezer frozen. If you have thawed out chicken that you will use for this recipe, you can just wrap your chicken, or you can just wrap your bacon around the chicken and stick it in the crock pot. But because mine is frozen, there will be ice or water coming off of the chicken, which will dilute the flavor of the bacon, and it might not cook all the way through. So that is why I pre-cooked my bacon before I'm going to wrap it around my chicken. While your bacon is cooling off, now you're going to mix the rest of your ingredients together. So what you're going to mix together are your mushrooms, Alfredo sauce, or if you have cream of mushroom soup, your sour cream, which you will need about 1 cup to 1.5 cups, and your flour. This is what your mixture should look like after you got done mixing your flour, cream of mushroom soup, or Alfredo sauce and mushrooms. Now that the bacon is cooled off, I am now going to wrap all of these bacon slices, or chicken slices, and I'll get back with you. I have placed my chicken covered bacon, or bacon covered chicken, inside the crock pot. It was a sort of difficult task just because the chicken is slippery and the bacon still had a little bit of like it's oily fat on it. But I did manage, and I just tucked the bacon underneath so that it won't slide away once it's in the crock pot. Now we're going to pour our mixture over the chicken. If you would like, just so your chicken doesn't stick to the bottom, you can add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil or EVOO. I went and poured the mixture all over the chicken, and I even added a little extra virgin olive oil on the bottom of it, and I lifted up the chicken just so it doesn't stick. And I put salt and pepper on top of the mixture, and I'm going to close the crock pot. Since my crock pot is new, I'm only going to have this sit here for about 4 to 5 hours. I'm going to check it after the 2nd hour. If you have an older crock pot, I would check it after the 3rd hour and have it sit for 5 or 6 hours. but I will show you the end results once it starts bubbling and looking delicious. And this is what it looks like after 2 hours of being in the crock pot. I'm going to give it another 2 hours, but it should be bubbling. The bacon should look cooked. Your mushrooms should look cooked. Everything should smell delicious. And I will see you in 2 hours. Okay, it's about 3.5 to 4 hours into the crock pot cooking, and I just cut open that piece of chicken right there to see if it was ready, and it actually started falling apart. So it's definitely ready. So that means I'm going to switch my crock pot setting from high to warm, and I'm going to leave it there until my husband comes home. So I'm going to also make rice so that we can put rice under, like put the chicken over the rice. And this is what your chicken should look like. If you would like to see the recipe printed out, it will be on my blog, and I'll post that in the down bar below. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below or inbox me. Thank you. I hope you enjoy.